Nigeria, my country. See, I want to say something. You know, do you know why it is difficult for Nigerians, some Nigerians, to believe in Peter Obi? Because Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is not a nation. Nigeria is just there. So, because of that, Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is not a nation. It's just there. Because of that, it's very difficult for you to trust somebody when they are saying the truth, because we have used to this way of doing things. We are used to these corruptions. We are used to these lies. People telling you lies. You believe those who telling you lies, as far as they are going to give you some change at the end, just to cover for you, just to cover for them. So it becomes a problem. Do you understand? Now, when Peter Obi is speaking, telling you everything, this and this and that, the law has broken, there is no law. A country without law, it cannot work. Nothing can work in that country. Why people find it difficult to believe in Peter Obi? Because Peter Obi is always talking about laws and severity. Let's do things accordingly. Let's do things in an organized way, in an organized manner. Because Peter Obi used to live in the UK. Peter Obi used to live in the UK. Peter Obi had business or businesses in the UK. He knows how it works in the UK. He knows the laws, right? So when he's talking, he's speaking, he's always using that eyes. Like in the UK, the way the system is working, when you're doing business, the way government provide this, provide that for you, provide everything for your neighboring environment, secure environment where you can do your business, where you can start, provided you are paying what government asks you to pay, you obey, adhere to the rule of law that government has laid down before you and anybody. So it makes it easier for anybody, right? So when Peter Obi is talking, he's always referring to the international. And we Nigerians, we are not used to that. We are not used to that law. We are not used to those things. It becomes a problem for us here. It becomes, people find it difficult to believe in him, to trust in what he's saying, because we are far from the truth. The corruption has eaten deep in our society, in our politics. That is a major problem. Now I'll tell you this: if you look at the people supporting Peter Obi fans, supporter, diaspora, he have a lot massive fans in outside Nigeria, because those people live outside Nigeria where rule of law is working, where government provide everything for their citizens. All you need to do, just obey, go and do your business, pay this, pay that, what government asking you to do. Government has secured the environment for you to do your businesses. Government provide everything you needed to do your businesses for you. So those people believe that, okay, this is where this man is talking about. This is how a nation should function, a country should function. Now I'll tell you, I said this before, that now we are shouting, we are crying, we are advocating, creating awareness for a good governance, for a change. The more we are shouting, the more we have other people who do not want this country to get better. And the thing is, we are shouting, we who want change, we are many in numbers, but we are not many in politics. People who do not want this country to get better, they are few, but they have power. They are too powerful in politics. You cannot change the country without their permission. You cannot do anything without their permission. It becomes a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why when you see Peter Obi is always talking, he's giving you statistics, always using international as an example, to give you example statistics. Peter, he used to live in the UK, he has businesses in the UK, everywhere, travel everywhere, all the countries. He know what they are doing. He will tell you this country was like this 10 years ago, they were like this. This is what they started, this is what they did. Today, this is where they are. Their GDP was like this how many years ago? Today, because they decided to do this, do the right thing, now today their GDP is like this. They are doing well. They started pulling people out of poverty. They pull millions of people out of poverty because they decided to do the right thing. How many of these politicians, presidential candidates that you see whenever they are talking to you, always giving you foreign examples, what they are doing, how they are doing it, not just telling you this is he's telling you how they are doing it, because he went there to learn, to see for himself. He's telling you. How many of them? Nobody. They are always just to tell you things are getting better, things will get better. How is it going to get better? What are you doing? Nothing. No explanation. Our problem is tribalism, ethnicity, religion. These two has been a major problem for this country. That's why we see this country is not going to move forward if we continue like this, in this direction. We cannot continue to do the same thing. I expect a different result. Now, let me give you one example. In this country today, the country is collapsing. If care is not taken, tomorrow we might not have a country called Nigeria. If we want to solve the problem of this country, we need to do away with issue of ethnicity, religion. It's not helping us. It has not helped us. It cannot help us. These two issues have been a major problem we are facing. Tribe, ethnicity, hatred, all those things. No, You cannot have a one country and we are divided in terms of the unity of the country. We are divided. Just the name Nigeria. Every other thing we are divided. There's no unity. Hatred from one region, hatred from one tribe, all those things. It's not working. It's not going to work. It's not going to move this country forward. And this country, when I say somebody, Peter Obi live in the UK, he has businesses, that somebody will say, what about Tinubu? Tinubu used to live in the US. Now, there's difference between somebody used to live in the US and do businesses in the US and somebody who just travel to the US and come back, or in the UK, live there, you come back, you have your business. Now, if I ask you now, Tinubu, what was Tinubu business or businesses in the US? No trace. Tinubu ran away through exile to the US at that time. What happened? Why did he have to run away through exile to the US at that time? When he gets to the US, what was he doing at that time? They said, according to the story, and he was a fuel attendant in Mobil filling station in the US. That's what they said. So is it the Mobil filling station that gives him the money that he came back to Nigeria? He suddenly become this thing, and no trace, no record of his businesses investment in the US. No. So they say he was a Mobil attendant. He went to university that we do not have records of, no certificate of. So is it fair attendant? How much were they paying you as a then that you suddenly came back to Nigeria, you become a billionaire, you blew? So the difference is clear. This man is somebody that his record the record is not strict. It does not. He has a questionable character that you cannot trust. Everything about him is is not straightforward. His life is not straightforward. You can't compare that one with somebody who have his track record, a record you can go and verify what he did from the beginning to today. You can't compare. If Tinubu was if he was doing good at that time, why did he run away through exile? Why did they run away? Something happened and he went to the US. He came back. It becomes a problem. No record of that. So that one is settled. Yeah. Now, if we want to solve the problem of this country, we need to do away with the issue of tribe, ethnicity, religion. Do you understand? Otherwise, we are not going to move forward. Okay, now let me give you one example. If you look at Dangote group of company, right? Go and check top five directors in Dangote's group. Go and check where they are from. Now, let's say number one, Aliko Dangote, the founder, president, and the CEO of Dangote's group, and chairman of Dangote Cement PLC. He is a Nigeria businessman. Now, the second person after Dangote, Dave Kuma, right? Dave Kuma, VJ Edwin, a non-executive director of Dangote Cement PLC. He is of Indian ethnicity, Indian nationality, right? Now, the third person, Sherry Brell, an independent non-executive director of Dangote Cement PLC. She is British, right? After Dangote, second person Indian, third person British. The third person, Olakunle Alake, a non-executive director of Dangote Cement PLC and the group managing director of Dangote Industries Limited. He is in Nigeria. He's not even Hausa. Actually, the name now is a Yoruba person. He's not from Hausa. Now, that's the fourth person. Fifth person, Ado Dan Tata. I think this one is related to his family. A non-executive director for both Dangote Cement PLC and Dangote Industries Limited. He is a Nigerian. Now, what am I trying to say? Why do I have to do this? For you to know that Dangote, his company is not based on tribe. It's not based on religion. It's based on competence. It's based on those who can deliver. Because of the vision of the company, he decided to hire people who their visions align with the interests of the company. Who he thinks he can move the company forward. He does not bring people from his tribe because they are from this region. We want to hand over this company to them. Even if they are not competent, they do not have the character that you can trust. Right? His company is not based on religion. It's not based on tribe. It is my turn. It is the turn of the Northerners. Let me give everything, managing director, all the positions. Let's fix the Northerners in that position. No. If he had done that, maybe if he has done that, the company wouldn't have been this big. He go different places, Indian, British, then Yoruba, then Hausa. He brings them together. Then they are moving the company forward. They are doing well. This is not religion. This has nothing to do with religion. This is an individual company. He go for the best. But why is it in Nigeria politics, number one person in the country, we are confused in terms of choosing the leader who can move this country forward? How? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why is it difficult? So the way this country is going now, if we have to hire an expatriate from international to come and help us manage the situation, manage these issues that Tinubu and Buhari first created, Tinubu has created, we need to go beyond, leave sentiment. We need to do away with this ethnicity. We need to do away with religion. Hire somebody expatriate who can deliver, who can set this country on the right path, who can get this country working again. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand? It gone beyond ethnicity. Now, the Northerners, it is our turn. It is the power must come back to the North. What is the meaning of that? Is it we don't need to power does not need to come back to the North before we can get this country right, get this working. The power does not need to be always be in the Yoruba, always be in the East. We need to look at all the geopolitical zone and see anybody who is bidding for the presidential candidate. We need to assess them. We need to assess them, scrutinize them, see how if they are competent enough to lead the affairs of this country. That's what I'm saying. Simple. When you comes to company, you want to hire somebody to manage your company, you go for competent. You go for competent character. Then when it comes to president, it does not matter how. We have daughters. We have daughters who went to 6 years or 7 years in school. In school before they could become a doctor. Lawyers, the same thing, plus other professional courses like that. It's very important. They spend time. But when it comes to president, number one person who is going to manage all these people, the group of these people, different professionalism, somebody who is going to manage them, and we say it does not matter the level of experience, it does not matter the competence of the person, it does not matter the character of the person. Now, Alpha, is it getting better? No, because we hand over this country. He handed over the country to somebody. His character is not trustworthy. Somebody that does not have a good record, does not have a track record that anybody can go and verify. Everything about this man has never been straightforward. And look at the administration and what he's doing. Is it straightforward? Do you understand what he's doing? No. That is the problem of Nigeria. We need to see beyond ethnicity. We need to see beyond religion. We need to go for the best. Anyways, I rest my case. What do you think? Please share this video and please follow for more.